Wanted to show you guys something cool that I bought today. Let me show you the front side. Hopefully you can see that. And then the back side. Looks expensive. It was cheap. It was like 40 bucks. And you might be wondering, Niall, why have you bought yourself an unnecessarily big golden coin that clearly can't pass off for a £5? I mean, hey, you might be able to pass it off as fake gold to the right audience. Who knows? Might get a bargain. But you might be wondering, why on earth did I buy this thing? I mean, it's not a collector's item. It's not like any currency that I can think of. And you'd be right, because I have no intentions of spending this coin. It's not even going to be a showpiece because, I mean, on the surface, it really represents nothing special in particular, except that this coin, in my opinion, represents everything. And that is because on each side of this golden coin, there is a phrase or a statement. On one side, we have Memento Mori, and on the other side, it says Carpe Diem. And my intention with this coin is to keep it in my pocket, and it will help me remember what I believe to be two of the most important life lessons one could ever learn, and learn as soon as possible. Because these two phrases encapsulate the perspective that I truly think one needs, desperately needs, in order to live a full and meaningful life. And I'll explain why. The first phrase, which is Carpe Diem, loosely translated into seize the day. For those of you who might remember the brilliant and thought-provoking movie Dead Poets Society, might remember that incredible scene with Robin Williams, God rest his soul, where he is standing in the school foyer with his students. So for those of you who don't know, without too many spoilers, he was this brilliant English teacher who inspired his students. Some crazy things happen in the movie. You've got to check it out for yourself. But he's doing this brilliant lesson, not really a very English-based lesson, but a life-based one, where he gathers his students in front of this wall of memorabilia, photos of past pupils, of lacrosse teams and athletes and scholars, all from years past. And he gathers these boys around the photos and kind of awkwardly and creepily starts to whisper like a ghost. And he starts saying, seize the day, you know, live today, boys. I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically talking to these boys through the pictures, saying, we were once alive, we were once living, and we were once you. Young, full of potential, all the possibility in the world to become whatever it is that these men wanted to become. And then, quite horrifyingly, Robin Williams brings them back to the reality that these young men, or supposedly in the past young men, were now buried 16 feet under and were essentially, in his words, food for maggots, you know, rotting corpses in the ground, basically food for the earth and for the insects of the ground. And these boys did not consider the fact that one day they would be gone. They would no longer have this incredible potential or ability to live lives and become the things they wanted to be, because life was finite. But in that moment, they believed they could live forever, you know. Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow. And the scene is profound, because what Robin Williams was trying to show in this moment was there is only today. And the truth is, we don't know how many more of these days we'll be lucky enough to get. And so he urged the boys, you know, Carpe Diem, seize the day, live this day to the absolute max, as though it was your last. Because the truth is, we honestly believe, and we've been fed the lie, that we have time, that there is always going to be another chance for you to achieve a goal, or to do the things you said you wanted to do, or to experience an adventure. There is always tomorrow, until there isn't. And that's when you flip. That was a terrible flip. Let's do that again, shall we? And it landed on Carpe Diem one more time. Memento Mori. And that is when it flips to the other side of the coin, which is the Stoic philosophy of Memento Mori, which I have spoken about till death on this channel, no pun intended. And it means that someday you will die. And just like these young men with entire lifetimes ahead of them to live, you too will someday be in the ground, maybe scattered as ash if you're lucky. And that will be the end of your story. Perhaps there's an afterlife, who knows? But what anybody does know for sure is that when this life ends, that seems to be it. This is the one time you get to be you, with your name, with your legacy, with your family, with your life situation. And you may not be happy with that life situation. I get it. Life is tough. It doesn't always go our way. In fact, it usually goes the opposite direction, as unfair as that seems to be. But I know for a fact that as much as you are destined to have troubles and challenges and strife in your life, you right now have things to be grateful for. Big or small, there is something right now that you can think about that you have in your life that is going well and that you can express gratitude towards, feel a bit of appreciation towards, whether that's the fact that your parents are still alive. Perhaps you have a loving relationship. Perhaps you have pets that you adore. And I say that as my cute one runs towards me now to come and be a part of the video. Heck, it might even be the fact that you have running water and clean food and electricity today. It can be anything big and small. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you woke up today. There's this very cliche song that a friend of mine keeps posting on his WhatsApp story, and it's kind of annoying because the song is terrible. But it goes along the lines of, I woke up today, it's by your grace, right? And it's this guy basically waking up in the morning. He's like obviously faking it, he's busy sleeping in. And he wakes up with a surprise and smile on his face, and he's like, I woke up today. This is amazing. It's a miracle. But how many of us wake up like that, right? The majority of us, we wake up and we go, ugh, need a cup of coffee. This is going to be a long week. Whereas if we were to keep this perspective in mind more often, we would wake up with the same excitement and same amazement and gratitude that, oh wow, I got to live another day in my life of who knows how many years. And because I've been so lucky and because I haven't died today, I need to flip that coin. And I should probably seize this day for whatever it's worth and whatever I have to give to it. Because like I said, I don't know how many of these left I have, how many coin flips I get to toss and gamble in this game of life. Channel shout outs. Until that coin flip drops and there's no more coins in the slot machine. I'm not asking you in this video to go and quit your job and to travel the world and to, do crazy things just because life is short. I'm just asking you to really wake up to the realization that this life is precious and it is so limited. And whether it's a coin or a mantra or just a reminder in any way, whether that's counting your blessings every morning, just in some way, keep these phrases and these profound lessons on the top of your mind as much as you possibly can. Because I truly think that it's not really what happens to us in life that is the cause of our misery or happiness. It's not the things that happen, because life is up and it's down. One moment we're slapped around, and then the next moment we're on top of the mountain and we're the victors of life. And then it's back to the bottom, and good and bad things happen all the time. The freedom lies in our attitude to the experience. It's our perspective. It's realizing what a gift it is to be alive rather than a curse. And I truly think that if you can keep this gift on the top of your mind as much as possible, the same way I'm going to keep this coin in my pocket. I shouldn't be playing with it throughout the video. Apologies for people who get distracted. I'm going to keep this coin in my pocket, and I'm going to try to remember this as much as possible so that I can remember what truly matters. Love, connection, doing good in the world, being grateful, rather than seeing hate and war and fighting and all the various reasons we have to be unhappy, because there's an endless list of them. So I think in realizing the finite limits of this life, we can start to put our attention towards what actually matters. And I hope that this message will help you do just the same today. Memento Mori, my friends. Carpe Diem. Seize the day. Sending you love and well wishes.